Hey, Gwen! It's been 5 years now, I think. I just wanted to say that I've started to think about you and thought I'd give you a text or two.
Huh? Who is this that I'm speaking to now?
Hey, come on now. You don't have to act so distant from me, all right? It's me, the man you've been wishing to have come back into your life again. Your ex-husband, Weston.
I think I have an idea of who you are. You're the man that stabbed me in the back right as I entered the hospital to have our baby, right? Well, I'm sorry to say, but I have not been wishing for you to come back into my life after that, so please leave me alone now. You must be thinking of another woman.
You have to be kidding me right now. Well, it's not like I bear any good news for you, though, since I'm not thinking of leaving my current wife or anything.
I'm getting really tired of having to text you right now. If you have a reason for texting me besides this tedious BS, then spit it out, please. Otherwise, I'm blocking you like I should have done all those years ago.
Starting today, you and I are going to be living together again, please and thank you.
Wait, what?
Actually, I'm already on my way over to your place right now. My car is filled with all our things, and I should be there in the next hour or two.
Even if you come here, you won't be seeing me any, so don't even think that you can start to live with me again.
Okay, all right then. This isn't about me, all right? The real reason why I'm coming over to your place right now is this.
What? You still have more to say to me?
Actually, this has to do with your little sister, Kylie. She got into a really bad accident last year, and it's left her disabled. Right now, she's having to live life riding around in a wheelchair because her legs don't work anymore. And the doctor told me they'll never work again, so this is how she's gonna be for the rest of her life.
Wait, she's in a wheelchair now?
Honestly, having to take care of her by myself is really tough. So to try and push this job off onto someone else, I thought I could at least come to your place with her and have you care for her.
You can come out here all you want, but...
That house you're living in, your parents' house, it's easily accessible for handicapped people, right? Just having the space for her to get around in her wheelchair would be a major help to her and I.
And
so we'll be moving into that house with you today, and I'll have you take care of your sister for me now.
Huh?
Just listen to me for a second. Kylie, she's your little sister of all people. As her older sister, you have to take care of her now, right, Gwen? That's just the way things should be. That's the way things have always been between sisters.
How about you stop doing things without asking me what I think about them first? And by the way, this house is not easily accessible for handicapped people. So I'm not sure where you're getting that information from.
I know it's easily accessible. I saw the place with my own eyes before. I get that I don't know everything about buildings and their layouts, but even to my amateur eyes, I could tell your place would be perfect for her.
You can say whatever you want, Weston, but I'm telling you right now that this house is not accessible for her.
Hey, I'm not gonna let you run away from your responsibilities with stupid lies like that about your place.
My responsibilities to what?
Are you not heartbroken by the fact that your little sister is having to live in a wheelchair right now?
Not really, because I'm not sure what little sister you're talking about.
What?
I don't have any little sisters, Weston.
Hey!
And if you still try to get into my house, I will not be letting you inside. So good luck to you and whoever you're with.
I see now. So that's what's going on here. You happen to still have that kid with you that we both had years ago, and that's why you're not able to focus on taking care of Kylie for me. But here's the thing, you need to think about this more. I'm being very kind by coming back as that kid's father to be with them and raise them the way you can't as a mother. You should be happy and thankful to have me there to be with the kid, and that should mean you will take care of my wife as a way of showing your appreciation to me. You can also take care of the kid and I like you'd always been doing, as well as clean and cook for all of us. How could you be against something as wonderful as that? And once you start to live this happy life that I'm trying to give you, you won't find it that bad having to care for your little sister anymore. You'll get used to it, all right? You'll get used to it. And now that you're aware of all that, the problem's been solved. I think we'll be there in another 30 minutes or so, so please be waiting outside to see us. Well, would you look at that? Just like I was saying, you're living in a very accessible house for handicapped people. There's even a slope leading up to the porch and front door, which is very much meant for someone in a wheelchair, right?
Wait, you've arrived at my house? Hold on, you actually came to my house?
I told you already that starting today I'd be coming to live with you, right?
I know, but what's this about there being a slope leading up to the front door? This house is flat with the walkway coming up to the front door, so there's no place for a slope. Also, the fact that this house is a part of a condo group means that I can't just start putting in things like that without permission from the landlord first. They would get very upset otherwise.
What? Did you just say condo?
Yes, I'm living in a condo currently.
Wait, you're supposed to be living in a house, right?
I guess you could call this a house, but really it's a condo that's attached to a network of townhouses.
But right now, in front of me is this house that's accessible to even those who are in wheelchairs.
Excuse me? Hey, Bud, where even are you right now?
Where am I? Jacksonville.
Oh, that's the town my parents used to live in.
Where your parents used to live?
They moved out of that city 3 years ago, so the current family who's living there has nothing to do with my parents or myself now.
Huh?
And from what I was told after they sold their house, the place was torn down completely. That's probably why the new house has all that accessibility for handicapped people to enter from.
What the heck? Why did you all move away from here without telling me?
Excuse me?
What the frick? Why didn't any of you tell your sister and me?
Who do you think was at fault for us having to all move away from there?
What?
That was the same house where my little sister, at the time, went and stole my husband from me. It was also called the house of where the parents of a whore lived because they let their younger daughter steal their older daughter's husband.
Huh?
There were all sorts of people in the neighborhood my parents and I lived in who loved to spread rumors about us after what had happened between you and my sister. After my mom went and had a word with some of those people and learned that they would never budge from calling our family names and making fun of us, she decided we all had to move out of town. And so that was the decision we all agreed on before selling the house.
What the heck? Well, that's not a good enough reason for not telling Kylie and I that you were all moving away.
You still don't get it then. The other reason for us all moving out of that house and leaving town.
What's that?
We left in order to cut ties to both of you and the little girl who went and stole her own older sister's husband from her. I'm sure you can understand why we'd want to cut ties to the both of you, and that's why you should no longer have any reason now for wanting to still talk to me.
What? Then what you were just saying about how you no longer have a little sister, that was all because you went and...
Because I've gone and cut ties to the both of you. If you want me to make up a word for what she is to me now, you can call her my ex-sister.
Your ex-sister?
Both my mom and dad are calling her their ex-daughter as well. And when it comes to what they are both calling you after backstabbing me, just know that their words are not clean. Now, if you're still in the mood to come and find where we are really living and try to meet with us, you can forget it. The three of us do not want to see you guys anymore, and we most certainly do not want you guys living here with us.
Wait a second. I get that what happened 5 years ago wasn't all that great, but if I have to say it, that all happened 5 years ago, right? Things have changed a lot since then, like Kylie's and my situation.
You're talking about how Kylie is now in a wheelchair and about how you're having to take care of her all by yourself now?
That's right, Gwen. Let's just forget about what happened 5 years ago and get back to being really close family to one another. Doesn't that sound like the best choice to you and your parents right now?
The only person that is allowed to choose whether or not to forget about the past is the victim, and you're not the victim. So, you want to get back to being close to one another again?
Gwen?
Shut the hell up. Gwen, this is Kylie. What? Kylie? Oh, thank goodness. I thought you would have had me blocked or something. What do you want from me? The only reason I unblocked you right now is because I'm worried about what your husband is doing and thought that you might come to tell me what the hell is up with him. I'm sorry. I know very well that I'm not in the place to be talking to you right now. I want to apologize to you from the bottom of my heart for what happened 5 years ago. I'm sure you won't be forgiving me for any of what happened then, but I just wanted to say that I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I fought back my fears this time and gave it all I had to contact you like this. What do you want, Kylie? Weston and I are getting a divorce, Gwen. Huh? The reason why I've been wanting a divorce is because I ended up paralyzed from the waist down in that car accident. Wait, so does that mean the divorce is really about you? Yes. He doesn't want to take care of me now, even though I'm in this wheelchair. He's been taking some care of me for a lot longer than I was originally expecting, but I can tell that it's causing him to only hate me more and more. And that's why you want this divorce? Thankfully, the company I've been working for is very accessible for people like me and have been helping me through a lot of the troubles I've been having. The company even helped me to find support outside the office for my needs. And, well, 2 days ago I had plans to enter a place for people like me where I could be cared for by professionals and such. Did something happen? I'm not sure how all of this played out, but for some reason Weston was able to hear about your recent state of affairs. Wait, what? My recent state of affairs? Is it true that you started your own company and are making a lot of money now? What? I'm sure I shouldn't be saying it all like this, but aren't you better off being used by other people than being at the top and telling those around you what they should do? I see. I'm aware of that myself. In reality, I don't have a company of my own. Right now, I'm working full-time at a supermarket where I'm making pretty much the average amount anyone else in this position would be making. And I've had this job ever since I divorced Weston. That's kind of what I was thinking. In other words, the real reason for why Weston was wanting to move in with us here and have me take care of you was because he thought that I was making bank or something as a CEO? I think so. What you just said sounds correct to me, at least. He probably wants to be back with you now so that he can use you as his ATM while using the fact that I'm your disabled sister now to force you to take responsibility for my care. Does this also mean he's gone and quit his job? That's what he told me he'd done. I've wanted to escape him this whole time, hence wanting the divorce, but he continues to want to use me. And because of that, I can't get the divorce I want. I hope I can trust everything you're saying right now. What? Remember that you both were the ones that stabbed me in the back, so it's not that easy for me to trust a single word you're saying now. I guess you're right. I understand that this is hard for you to believe, but right now I'm really worried about what Weston is trying to do, and that's why I'm warning you about him before it's too late. What should I do? What should I be doing here? I have something to confess. It's about how you ended up being paralyzed from the waist down and about how you had to end up in a wheelchair. I've known all about that for a while now. What? Is that so? The hospital that you were taken to after that accident is the same hospital my friend is currently working at as a nurse. She knows about what happened between you and I 5 years ago, but she wanted to just give me a heads up. And so she told me in private what happened to you. Is that what happened? But, even with all of that in mind, I will never be meeting with you or Weston ever again. And I won't even tell you where I'm living now. I know. However, just this one time, I'll lend you a hand. Wait, are you sure that's okay? Can you wait a little bit? There's someone I'd like to chat with first before doing anything else. Currently, I'm hiding the fact that I'm talking to you from Weston by having a blanket over my head and acting like I'm asleep. I see. Well, thanks for letting me know that. When I have the details I need, I'll make an effort to talk things through with Weston and see where that takes us. Just keep the fact that you and I have been talking a secret from him, and I'll make sure something is done about him. Also, please remain by his side for the time being. Understood. I'm sorry this is all becoming a problem for you now as well. But thank you for the help. The park close to my parents' old house, Liverton Park.
What?
At the southern entrance near the swing set and everything, at 8 a.m.
What are you going on about right now?
Preparations have been made for both you and Kylie, so please come here to meet with me.
Wait, does that mean what I think it means?
Things will be explained to you in more detail tomorrow if you come. I'm sure that it's pretty early in the morning for someone like you, but make your best effort not to be late, and bring Kylie with you.
Will do. Hey, Gwen! Who are all these men that just got out of that all blacked out SUV?
Did they not tell you who they were when they first came up to you?
They told me they're part of some sort of group, but I didn't hear everything. Who the hell are all of these men?
They all happen to work for a group who is known for their strict regulations and have been known to employ out-of-line people like yourself in order to reshape them into proper members of society.
Huh?
I heard about how you ended up quitting the job you had from back when you and I were still married, and so I thought you'd need a new place to work.
What? No, wait, I was thinking about finding another job after moving in with you. Actually, there is no reason for me to be working right now.
The man in charge of that company that's there to pick you up just so happens to be a customer of my husband.
Huh? Husband?
Now that I think about it, I never told you this. I got married.
What?
My husband recommended that I get that customer of his involved, so allow his company to give you a second chance, all right?
Wait. You're the one who started their own successful company, right?
What was that? I'm not sure what you're on about, but all I'm doing at the moment is working at the supermarket.
What?
I'm not sure who you were hearing all of that from, but the only person I know who started up a company recently and has been profiting from it is my husband.
So it's not you that started up a company?
I know very well that I'm not fit for bossing other people around or running my own business.
What?
This means we're done here, right? I have to head into work here pretty soon, so...
Wait. I just realized that Kylie is not around me anymore.
Like I care about where she went.
What?
Goodbye forever now, Weston. Consider yourself the newest member of my blocked contacts list.
Wait, Gwen! This is not the kind of stuff that I wanted to happen!
For starters, I was told that Kylie's things have all been sent to the new living quarters she was moving to, where she would be supported by a team of specialists who could care for her needs. After telling me that, she said thank you for what I'd done and that she'd work towards changing her ways while living there so that I'd someday be able to forgive her. And then after that last message, we stopped talking to one another altogether, as I went and blocked her phone number once again. The only things I've heard about Kylie since then is that she was finally able to get that divorce from Weston that she'd been wanting, and that she'd been working from home now, as a way of better using her time instead of having to struggle on her way to her office every day. Luckily, that divorce went a lot more smoothly for her than she first thought, since there was no way for Weston to fight back anymore. Now we have to talk about what happened with Weston. I only just learned about this a little bit after having him taken away by that company, and that's the fact that he has had some serious debt from even before he and I got married. I guess the original plan was to use me and my job to help him make more money in order to pay it all off. But when that never happened and he got me pregnant, he gave up. To this day, I'm not sure what led him down the path of leaving me for my little sister, but maybe she told him that she'd help with his debt, and that sealed the deal. Anyway, as for that debt, from here on out, using the money he'll be making at that soul-crushing company, 3/4 of it would go towards paying off his larger amount of debt. He had tried to explain to his manager in that company, or should I say handler, that he just needed some money from me and then all the debt would be gone, but luckily all of the people there had no time to waste listening to him. And so all his pleas and requests to get his phone back in order to talk to me went unheard. A little while after moving into his dorm at the company, he was able to find his phone and get it back from his handler, but just before he could say anything to me, he was found, and his phone ultimately smashed by the foot of his coworker. The only message he was able to send to me before that happened was, "Help." And after seeing that message, I went and erased all his contact info from my phone. Finally, things have become quiet for me again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.